Match number 5, our main event of the evening, would see some title action as the All Nations title would be put on the line. Now, Essex Rescue favourite Lion Kid would be challenging the champion Keano, who would come out with Caden Drake initially, but Drake would be ejected by Billy. What a great way to start. Now these two would absolutely trade off to start with. Lion Kid would hit the super kick to send Keano to the outside. He'd then fly over the top. What a great way to start, and then fire Keano into the wall. He'd fire him into the table. He'd hit an elbow drop on the table. They'd fight over by the merch. It was absolute insanity. Inside, Lion Kick would hit the flying crossbody for a near fall. Keano, though, would head up top. And he thought he was in charge, but Lion Kid would hit the Frankensteiner, followed up by a code red for a near fall. Keano, though, would hit a black hole stand for a near fall, then start to beat down on Lion Kid before confronting Billy. Keano would then hit a vile Irish whip and start to choke down on the ropes. Both men would head up top. Lion Kid would hit the missile drop kick. Both would be down for a 6-7 from Billy. Absolutely loving it. Lion Kid would follow this up with some lariats and then an elbow drop driver for a near fall. He'd hit a moonsault for a near fall. Keano would hit the spine buster for a near fall, and then inadvertently hit a claymore to Billy. Lion Kid would hit the Shiranui, but with Billy out cold, what could be done at this point? Keano would hit the low blow. Caden Drake would come out. They'd hit the spinning neck breaker on Lion Kid for a near fall, and then Keano would then start to absolutely unload on Billy. Surely a disqualification, Billy. You can't be taking that. Kid Coyote would come out to help out Lion Kid, and then Archie Cole would come in, hit a springboard double cutter to the Outliers. That's the pairing of Keano and Caden Drake as a tag team. Lion Kid would head up top. He would fly, but Keano would use the belt to retain his title. Wow, just so much action going on here. Just absolute insanity. What a great main event this was. You know, just honestly, you had to have eyes everywhere. This match went all around the arena. The fans got to be involved. It was just absolutely epic entertainment. Just wow, absolute insanity. You know, Lion Kid, absolutely loved the guy. Just waited years to see him, and now I've seen him a handful of times, and I just absolutely love it. The guy is a top performer, one of the best in the country to see. Just absolutely delivers spectacular matches every time I get to see him in action. But he came up short in this one, unfortunately for him, obviously, to underhanded, dirty tactics, which you can do nothing about. But you know, come up short he did, and he did not get to walk away with the strap. Now Keano, you know, he's the champion, and there's a reason that he's the champion. He's a heel through and through, no doubt about it. You know, he did what he had to do. He utilised every weapon in his arsenal to retain his title, and that's what you have to do when you are a heel. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, you can walk away with your strap, you walk away with your gold, you walk away with the W. That's what counts on the record. And so he got the job done. So hats off to you, fella. You know, if you ever get a chance to see either of these two fantastic talents in action, I thoroughly recommend you do so for yourselves.